Action! I told Manu Singh.
Didn't I want to become a singer?
I want you to become a doctor.
I don't want to.
Because they were like, our parents keep forcing us to become IAS officers, and I'm sure a lot of you have been forced to do that before, or to join the government services, and they have other dreams. And so we thought what would be nice is to create a platform where dreams can have a place to breathe. And you know, you don't all have to run to Delhi. It's a terrible place to live in now because too many people as is in it, okay? And so we were hoping that we create a culture where we can create opportunities for young people in Manipur itself. And then I met Lal, and then I realized that Visit Foundation is trying to do skills development in Manipur. And so we decided that we'll collaborate together and we'll try this experiment. You know, often in a place where people keep, you know, when we're sitting in Delhi, people keep saying Manipur is a conflict area, disturbed area. It's all that you hear, right? And when you come here, you see that there is conflict. I'm not saying that it's not a disturbed area, but it is not only a conflict area, right? And it has so much more to offer. And when we talk about economics and peace, they're deeply linked. You know, there is no peace because there is no economic activity and growth. But there is no economic activity and growth because there is no peace. So how do we break this?
I suggest you to visit Campus and Imphal during the months of November to December, and to go in the months of December to January, because the experience and the feelings and the joy is different with the seasons. That's why I'm just giving the suggestions to visit according to the months and the season. And I like to call my sisters or my colleagues to explain about her experiences, because she is our strength among others group.
Thank you, Josh. So I've been living in Manipur for 9 months now, and as someone from Bombay, who ma'am really cursed that city a lot. But yeah, so a city person, I would like to share experiences that attracted me the most when I was in Manipur, so that could help you all plan your ecotourism projects that way. So the first thing, like the best part about Manipur is its warm hospitality. The people, as soon as you enter Manipur, you see everyone is smiling, and that's what even my friends who've come here have observed and loved about Manipur. So the people sell Manipur the most. Local food, yes, you all have very distinct local cuisine, the sticky rice, the curries, the non-veg curries that you make, the veg curries that you make, the nari you put in it. It's very distinct in its flavor and a very good experience. But in my suggestion is if you all do start up a project on ecotourism and invite people from outside states, not northeastern states, probably you should also make arrangement for some basic dal rice or little bit of roti, sabzi things, because it is not something that people from the western side of India can have every day, every meal. I don't know how the kitchens are in Sisipur because it is more like a town. But I have been working in Tamenglong, which is a hill area, and the kitchens are the best part of the homestay experience whenever people visit, because of the setup of having a fireplace, having all your old kitchen materials hanging on the top, corn hanging, all of that is a beautiful experience. Plus, like early morning after waking up, coming up and sitting around the fireplace, having your local red tea and listening to the old people of the family sharing their stories, sharing the folk tales, the wartime stories, all of that just add on to the experience of the tribal escape. When I take people on village walks, showing them materials made from bamboo and cane, which even now people are not making because people have started buying things from the market directly. However, in the villages there are all the old people who've made things like someone spoke about the rice grinding material. So those things should be pointed out too.
No, don't say like that. You can just make it short. Just make it very. Just say like I want you to become an engineer, and you say, "But father, I want to become a footballer." And you should show that desperate. You are like praying to your father, "But father, I want to become a footballer." Action.
So, study, huh? Try to become a good engineer. Okay? Oh, father, I want to become a footballer. Doctor, I'm going to this. Forgive your father. From now on, what you do whatever you want. Oh, my daughter, I love you, daughter.
Cutie. Come here, baby. Come. Come here, baby Jack. Come here.
other hand. Give me a fist.
So usually there's rice and boiled vegetables that they eat. Rice is the rice they grow in the fields, uh, which they harvest and stock up for the entire year's consumption. And traditionally, vegetables were leaves and vegetables plucked from the forest itself. They used to go get their own food and just boil it and eat. There is no fried, there is no masala, there is no oil used in their food. Uh, I have been also eating that. They follow a diet of generally 2 rice meals a day. On days when their day is physically very exhausting, they end up having 3 rice meals. But that's about it. There is not much variety in terms of rotis or parathas in their diet. I, however, get a lot of cravings for food that I am used to eating because I never ate rice before I came here. And suddenly having so much of rice is still very overwhelming for me. So today is one of the days when I'm craving for some chapati and egg. So I'll be cooking that for myself. You're going to Pineapple Farm? No.
You can do. Let me try.
I love these mustard leaves. They grow a lot of mustard leaves out here. So I love having boiled mustard leaves. I love how they cook their pork and beef also. So I enjoy that. I actually enjoy their food. I love the food. It's very distinct in taste and takes some time to adapt to, but it's good. But I miss my food too.
Food from?
Food from Maharashtra, I mean, I miss general junk food also. I miss the luxury of craving for a burger and getting a burger or some dish full of cheese or craving for cold coffee. Like today morning, I saw a photo on Instagram of someone having coffee, some coffee shop, and I craved for it, but they don't even have milk. Yeah, milk is not a part of their diet out here. They don't consume milk, which is funny. They do rear buffaloes and cows, but that's for meat.
Rubber, where is rubber? She lost every day one rubber, every day one rubber.
Here, रोज होगा. It's funny how things that are basic necessities probably for us in the city have become comforts for me out here now, and that's what I look forward to when I go to the city, like pipeline water and 24/7 electricity and geyser and shower and ghar ka khana, which is probably why I keep coming back here, so that every time I go back, I value it a lot. So you don't lose the value of everything that you're getting.
Jack. No, hi. Oh my god. Ngon xí đâu bro. Mẹ cái nào lấy thế?
I feel very guilty, when they fetch water and I use it for my loo and bathing. So when I fetch water, I feel very good when I have a bath. Or when I go to the loo, I worked hard for this.
Why?
What do I?
Why? Like when you can like very much stay in a city and go to those CCDs and
You do not appreciate them as much as I would appreciate it now when I go back for it. It becomes a part of your life, and you stop looking at it as a luxury. It becomes a monotonous life, and monotony kills me. This is something challenging, this is something different for me, and something exciting. I'm doing something different here, and when I go back to the city, I enjoy what I'm doing in the city too. So I'm not losing out on living my life, which I feel a lot of people in the city have. Like, they don't enjoy that cup of coffee that they are getting to have as much as I would go and enjoy it. Also, Joy, I wouldn't be doing this if I was in the city. My mom tried. I have had huge fights with my mom where I refused to learn to cook. But when I came here, I ended up doing this, and I feel happy when I make my own chapatis and my own food now.
your mom and dad, like your parents, don't keep asking you to come back.
Of course, they ask. Of course, they're not very happy with me being here. Um, and I've had countless arguments and spent a lot of time explaining them. Yeah, let's go. Forgotten in the pond.
No, I don't want to bath in pond.
They think it's a short-term drive for me, that probably, okay, I'm just experimenting here and I'll come back to my senses and I'll be back to the city in a year. But the more I live here, the more I want to continue uh, living here, which is going to be a difficult thing to uh, explain to them. And it's not that I don't miss them, I miss them a lot too.
What's the word tattooed on your arm?
Ingay Shalambo.
What does it mean?
It means, where are you going? So when I came here for the first time, all I kept hearing was Ingay Shalambo, Ingay Shalambo. Literal translation of it is, where are you going? But they use it to greet people as a hello or a hi. So whenever you're passing someone, people will be like Ingay Shalambo. A question I ask myself, where are you going? Whenever if I think I'm being very fast paced in something or very slow paced, where are you heading towards, Ankita? This part Konish taught me, which is really fun.
Oh boy, wait. I know where this is going. Am I going to be?
Yes,
Yes.
you're going to be splashed with a lot of water. Ah, washing was such a daily activity or a task that you had to do. Here, when I come here and wash clothes, most of the times alone, or even with someone else who doesn't speak my language, it's a very therapeutic thing that I do because I'm concentrating on one work that cannot go wrong, and at the same time I can think about anything else while doing it.
Do you wash your clothes at home?
Nah, at home the washing machine washes my clothes, and obviously mom or maid used to wash it, and I used to be like, how will I ever wash clothes that I wear on in mountains? So after coming here, I'm like, okay, this is the worst nightmare, washing clothes. And these girls here do it so gracefully and so well. They don't use so much water, they don't need so much time. Washing them now, I think it's the maid's soul taking revenge. And sweaters. Oh my god, sweaters are so heavy to wash. Why the hell does it have to be so cold that you need to wear sweaters?
You're really taking it out on that, aren't you?
Yes. I prefer having monsoons around because then water gets stored in the house itself, in the drum, and then you don't need to walk all this way to wash clothes or to fill water or fetch water. I don't know how these guys manage. They keep themselves extremely clean. Like in monsoons also, if you see them walking from home to school, they won't have a spot of mud on themselves while walking through all the muck and muddy road and everything. But when Konish and I used to walk, it used to be full of mud. Pura juta, chappal, pair, everything full of mud, clothes full of mud. These guys really keep themselves very clean and neat because they have very less clothes. So this one time, one of the locals of another village, not here, approached us asking us if we could build a school for them. And Sunbird sent Konish, Amos and I, the three of us, to recce the place to find out whether there is really a requirement of school and how is the place like, how are the locals, what else do they have, all of it. When we started with our initial research of finding out where exactly it is, we realized that place has no road transport to reach there. The nearest road transport is 40 kilometers away from the site where they wanted the school to be built. That site is surrounded by about 8 cluster of villages having no access to a school in their villages. All government schools are defunct, have been built but defunct. It was a 40-kilometer one-way trek which the three of us did, which was insanely tiring and made me extremely angry about why are we doing this when the government is supposed to be doing all of this. Okay, now I'm washing my bra. Let me finish this then.
So you're having a bra break.
Yeah.
Oh.
And when we reached there, after trekking for 8 hours on the first day, we hear stories of how this inaccessibility has led to majority of the population not getting educated out there. But that's not the big problem. The big problem is how they are cut off from the mainland, and small things like medical emergencies is such a difficult thing for them to deal with. I heard stories of women dying because during labor there were complications and they couldn't have the child in the village and had to be taken to the nearest town, which they need to trek 40 kilometers down. So they've died on the way. There have been miscarriages because of that. uh, People having severe um, um, what body physical damages have collapsed on the way while trekking. So we reach this place, we see the school site, we realize all government schools built, all primary government schools built out there are defunct. The teachers who are supposed to be teaching are not teaching there, are getting the salary and staying in the city, and the schools are not running, the kids are not learning. Some locals of the village have taken the initiative to teach them the basics, ABCD and all. So that place moved us. We came back with a positive report on yes, the school needs to be built. A school needs to be built out there. So currently we are in the process of getting the physical part set up, which another team member is doing. Once he's done with his job, I'll be going in there to for the administration part of the school, for training the teachers, for setting the structures of the school.
Did you try and approach the government to do any of the work?
We have personally not approached. The locals say they have tried to, but no. I mean, I believe that I don't know the way to approach the government to do this, and I think it is a longer process. So rather, I participate in solving the problem in whatever way I can and see where it takes us.
But is it only about education, or is it like you're looking at it as something more?
So the vision of the organization I'm working with is peace through education, which means education will be used just as a means to achieving something much bigger. So, and when we say education, it does not only mean educating students in a school. It can also mean um, educating the women of a certain village on how they can create an alternative source of income for themselves, and through that how can they make their lives more comfortable, and in a state which is divided by n number of tribes, how can these tribes come together to work, to study, uh, to get exposed to a bigger world outside their cultures. That's what we're aiming at, to create peace through education. Work has been going on out here through Sunward Trust for the last 4 years. So there has been a lot of intermingling of tribes happening in the last 4 years. In the last 9 months, what I have seen is how they have opened themselves to people from the western side of India, which includes me. And because in the last 9 months, so many people have started visiting us, because this platform has been created from people from the west side of the country to come here and spend time. Uh, and I remember how in the first month of when I was here, they were so shy and so afraid to talk to me, uh, because they looked at me as a different person. They call us Indians and they don't perceive themselves as a part of India. And they were extremely underconfident to interact with me. But over the past 9 months, we've been getting so many volunteers, interns, donors to come here and visit us. That gap has reduced. Um, that the bridge is being built, and now if you're walking, people will come forward and greet you and invite you for a meal and have a conversation with you. So yes, definitely. In the last 9 months, I don't know about intertribe how much has happened only in these 9 months, but definitely with the other side of the country, there has been a lot of friendship that has developed. And I'm done. चलिए
Hey, welcome to. Masuk. Masuk nak.
ꯃꯆꯥ ꯌꯥꯝꯂꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯋꯥꯕ ꯍꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯃꯄꯥꯟꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯄꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯈꯔ ꯋꯥꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯀꯔꯤꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯀꯔꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯆꯄꯜ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ right. You finish that fast and then you have to write match 1 to 20 till 20 huh? Match more gini na. Homework na ye match homework ai thai de. Noi ni ni pa do mathun tawre. Mathun pak thari. Ngasai dagi kabra ko. Ni yom skan de. पाबसु यम वारी आइदि मा क्लास 1 से ईबदो आइदि अदुम पाबा है बानी ने सीगदवरी सौनदा सेंगी इबानी से कहीं लाइतना सीगदवरी आई ना कदी यारे आई फाइदि फाइबर सेम नहीं करना ओ आई ग्रेदा Beans to hek pa ya hai. Beans to hek pa. Mabani do aata khili ne. Chap tao na chalo hai beans khili. Walking di. morning evening tum chase hara ko babani tum morning da chani khande ni oi I'll cut the meat now. Xian mai pari ra chang kho Jian the tu na sa la la
Think meat is part of their regular diet. However, meat is an expensive product for them, and everyone cannot afford meat. It's during occasions and big occasions or feasts when they have meat. Otherwise, they do go hunting.
Wow.
I was quite surprised and shocked when I came here the first time when I saw them go hunting and coming back in the evening and throwing a bird, a dead bird on the table as a prize they've got. But later I realized how that is what satisfies their taste for them. That is what is available out here for them.
Yang coklat yang tu mana? Masa ayam tu ai jamuk soning bro wani bu.
क्या बना रहे हो अभी?
अभी सब्जी का 이봐 안에 가볼래?
그런 걸래?
그런 거니?
네,
있습니다.
कपड़ा ले जाना कपड़ा इसे इसमें कपड़ा कपड़ा ये गरम है इसमें
How na pi?
हो जाएगा यार ले जा पान के ये उधर पर गिर जाएगा उधर गरम नहीं पिघलेगा नहीं फोड़ हो जाएगा
thì đang nó mạo
cho cục tiêu rồi không khỏi lộn đâu bà cho cục tiêu là một chuyện đông về luôn con gì
Aki zai riu.
Semuanya kucilang pai pon ini nak kalau Yusran lagi, travel ada ba? Yusran lagi, Okta lagi, Sansa lagi.
When did you go?
Nilang ala ong silam dulu dah. Lang ay thang. Ang kaong mai. Kita putan dulu lalu.
Siapa bukan kamu, butak kamu. Bukan apa ini duduk lagi.
Ada be, kalau bu.
Giờ lăng nó không nữa, nhà đó. Tôi thích rồi. Đi sự đoàn đàn ra. Pada jibito talang kinja. Belum juga. Mati dengan tu. Hal ma mix tola manu. Jare ja. Sorry bro, beli mak tuan tu jo. Sorry bro, beli mak tuan tu jo. An mama. Oi, an. An men curry. An. Right. Oi. Nào thằng ngồi thòng. Là cái gì? Việt Nam này. Ra lắm. Cái đang giận.
Ra rồi.
Sam rồi.
Yeah, he's everywhere pointing his camera.
Sally is in class 1 paro. Spelling pause, spelling.
I see. Sally is in class 1. A, B, C, D, E, L, C, U, V, and rewritable is storage capacity from 64. It is data storage device and it can be removable and rewritable. It is data storage storage capacity range.
Who? This guy?
No.
Third one. Oh. Winner. And what's your name? Huh? Handrai. What does it mean? Khandrai. What does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't know.
Handrai. And what's your name?
James.
James Bond. Handrai. Oh.
I think.
Khandrai.
Public flower number. Flowers of everyone.
Ah.
That's the meaning. Good device is a device use and data to a computer. What is a USB pen drive? A USB pen drive is a data storage. Between the tropics of temperature and the
The Bible says that blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly. So if you walk in a part of a sinner, you will be perished. Okay, my voice is loud enough. We don't need speaker, right?
Hey, come up, come up. Come out. I saw many children came left. But stop, son. Nursery KG by your line. Nursery KG class 1. Just come, I want to see your face this way.
Have you seen the computer in the school office? Yes? I'm going to teach you all computers first half of the year. You see that building? You know what that is? What are they making it for? A computer center. Okay? After that building is over, we are going to get in computers there. So till the computers do not come, I will shift the school computer in the Sunbird Center, so that we at least have one computer where you all can do some work on. Have you studied computer before this? Last year you all had computer? Don't know. Isn't it? Okay, fine. Alright. Every class I've got to, they are all like, we don't know what we studied last year. Fine. But next year when someone else comes and asks you, what did Miss Ankita teach you last year? You should not be quiet. Okay? You all should tell. So till you get your textbooks, we are going to start with something very basic. Today we are just going to understand 3 things. Alright? The most basic things of computers we are going to learn today. First question that we are going to answer. How many say this is not a computer? Okay, how many say this is a computer? Okay, very good. Do you know a new primary school has started in Kochi? Yes? So I was working there to start that school. Alright? So when we were working to start that school, I was putting in a lot of information in my computer. Okay? So this is one part of the information I put inside the computer. This is a file that shows what was the school going to do on day 1 of the school. Okay? So I put some information inside this, right? So what did this computer do? This computer received that data, right? Receive means it took that information in. So a computer is an electronic device that receives data, stores data, processes data, and retrieves data. Got it? Right? Do you know what that is called? Excellent. Who said that? Right? Desktop. Because you keep it on a desk, right? It's kept on a desk, it's called a desktop.
Something, but they are going to do some secrets. That may be a good work, right? They circle the house. Now, after entering the house, they circle the house compound. The baby elephant was tied in the bamboo post. That means that baby elephant was caught by who? Or escaped by who? A man name called Nalia. And these 3 boys are trying to find out what is that. So looking at that elephant in the corner, 3 boys were surprised to see the elephant shedding tears and crying softly. When they just put on the light in the baby elephant's face, tears rolled down, crying softly. You understand? You also just think, if someone beat you, you feel pain, yes? And if someone beats you, you want to cry. And if someone gives you something, you feel happy. Am I right? Yes or no? Same as that. Animals also, they have the thinking power like you and I do. The mind, about the feelings. So this Nalia caught the baby elephant and tied in his cow shed. Secretly. Maybe for selling, you know. You want to sell this baby elephant and then earn lots of money. So these 3 boys just walking slowly, and then Babu is a very good boy, I think. He just take out his shirt, and by the end part of his shirt, he wipes away the tears of the baby elephant. Have you ever wiped away the tears of baby cat or baby dog, puppies or a calf? Have you done something good like that? We find very difficult to wipe away our human beings' tears also. Yes, when someone cries, do you take out your shirt and then rub up his tears? No. Instead, we take out our handkerchief and brother, please take this handkerchief. Or he will take his own and then he will struggle.
Okay, then you just pick it. Okay, no, yeah.
Này lầu you. Này lầu.
Bro.
This one do something we can't do. Yeah.
Hey, guys! Berhenti, kamera. Pakai kamera kita.
Okay, girls, everyone in this dormitory. Rules for using this. Is everyone listening? Rules for using this. You will not stand on it, okay? Because if you keep your feet and if you put weight like this will fall on you like this. Okay, you will fall down, this will be on you. And you will get hurt. Alright? So no one stands on it, no one tries to move it, nothing. The people sleeping on the top will use these shelves. The people sleeping down will use these shelves. So the people sleeping down should not jump and try to remove something or else it's going to fall on you. Okay? Thank you.
To the vast unknown, everywhere we go, God is good. Through the trials we face, He will show the way. We will stand and say that God is good. Oh, 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 God is.
They started to cut the rope so that without any help from any other person, the baby elephant or the baby animal can escape at any time. If you help animals or if you help someone, then someone will surely help you. Yes or no? Yes? Who is that someone? God. God will help you one day. You love animals. You help your friends. You help that animal that day. You save that animal that day. You save someone's life that day. Correct? God will surely do one thing good when you are in trouble one day. You understand? So I want all the boys to stop use ketapon. Are you still using ketapon? I was also a very, very good shooter. You think like that? I was also a very naughty boy, you know? Naughty boy in the sense, I love using ketapon. I will tell you one of my story, okay? Real story. My brother and both of us didn't go to school that year, same year. We made one ketapon. For him, he made. For me, I made. Okay? We have one ketapon. Every day we have one bullet bag. You know ketapon bullet? Made of mud. We used to make like a marble. Yes or no? Carry that one as much as we can. Maybe 200, 300 bullets. We'll go with that ketapon. Every day both of us compete in shooting. Means how many bird you shoot, how many bird I shoot. Both of us shoot not less than 5 every day. He kills 5, I kill 5. How many birds? Then, for my family, enough. Eating, for eating. If he shoot 3, I also my best. Even if he did not go, I will go here and there and shoot 3. If he shoot this kind of bird, I will also try to shoot that bird. Just we think about competition, you know. And my mother used to pull away the feather and then burn, and then she said, as you two are shooting very nicely, so I'll pack it up for you. You know, bamboo box? Our villagers used to cut big bamboo, making a lid in order to put inside, yes or no? So she used to burn in the fire and keep inside. If you feel this much long bamboo. Only 2 bananas, you know? One was eaten away by dog, you know? Only 1. So now to divide for 2 of us, my brother said, brother, this one is very difficult to bite. Let us give this dog very difficult way. Let the dog suffer and struggle because he has eaten 1 banana from us. And I said, okay, what plan? He said, let's go to this lemon tree. Both of us go to lemon tree. We take all the thorns of the lemon, you know, many. And both of us hold that banana and put inside that banana all these thorns, you know. Yes, inside nicely. When we touch outside, nothing happened. The dog just bite it, suddenly open and drop that banana. Yes, we treated the animal like that very bad way. I feel that is not good. In this story also, you see Nalia is binding, keeping the elephant. Yes or no? I'm sure many of you also have done that one. Let us not do that one anymore. Alright? Okay, for this day, we'll do this one. Right?
I swear.
Hey! We cannot leave. Go.